While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. Maybe another attempt to recover Yutsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed, and appears bound for Castrum Fluminus. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we rout out in force, it will only end one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Uyghur, Archon, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Alizé and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while the common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We'd be glad of the help. You're acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. Then I'd bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they're liable to panic. But whatever you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well. We shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yutsuyu. You are to remain here, and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Archon and Yugri. Oh well, guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. The Castrum Fluminus then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. I'm gonna go until it tells me to leave this zone. Castrum Fluminus. I get that. I have gotten myself stuck. Where am I? Okay. Up and out. Can I go this way, or is it blocked? I can never 100% remember. You can go from this side of the map. Any other way but the tunnel. Is this the way through? Okay. Flying. Where? Oh, is this Castrum Fluminus then? Hello, Yuguri. Hello, Hien. Secure. Whatever our visitor's purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. Craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the Castrum. That thing is moving very slow. Also appears to be damaged.
Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Dormans want for propriety.
Also shoot them out of the
Then
sky.
I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly.
That
I would
seems a
welcome this
bad idea.
Student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Dorma himself.
Who the hell are you?
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sas Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true, the former acting viceroy is my sister, yet bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it.
If you say so.
I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice.
I still don't know who you are.
To negotiate peace with Dorma.
Oh, so after we kick you out, you want to negotiate peace. Got it.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
You ever seen a more punchable face in your life? We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yugri, pray go on ahead to Yuzuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. So, they walked that way. The next step is this way. How much did it look like Darks? I don't look that punchable. All are free to travel in and out on the Enclave. Do you seek passage? Not yet. Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. I decidedly do not look like Asahi. I'm Chewbacca approved, remember? Sure, a Yeti. Not that hairy. The hair is mostly consigned to the face. Imagine someone actually having cousin-it levels of hair. How often do you think they trip on their hair? It just seems beyond obnoxious to have that level of hair. Reclamation box. Container is clearly designed to hold a large quantity of items, for what purpose you cannot say. Is this? Yeah, probably would develop a shuffle. Probably be pretty easy to hit in the face with a shovel too. They wouldn't see anything coming. Oh, Arca! It is a rare honor indeed to receive heroes such as you. Pray allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kozakura, and I manage the accounts of the Shazenkai. No, but you must be unfamiliar with our organization. Forgive me. At present, we are largely concerned with facilitating the reconstruction and revitalization of the Enclave. Needless to say, we have our work cut out for us. It's quite fortuitous, actually, you being here. I had in mind to petition your assistance. Oh, right, you are. It's rather difficult to converse while staring at one's feet, and you would doubtless benefit from an explanation. Yes, that would be nice. As you may know, the Enclave was once the economic and cultural center of Doma. Alas, it suffered terrible devastation at the hands of the Empire, both during and following the failed rebellion of yesteryear. That and other ruins might stand as testament to the folly of resistance. Extensive reconstruction was forbidden by the Imperial Viceroy. Of course, that is no longer a concern. At long last, we are free to rebuild the Enclave, to restore the heart of our once great nation and show the world what the Doma lives on. But, as I said before, we have our work cut out for us. We have limited funds and material resources, not to mention a lack of skilled craftsmen. Which brings me to the matter I wish to discuss with you, that of our brothers and sisters in Eorzea, the refugees that settled in Revenant's Toll. I'm given to understand that they have worked closely with the local leadership to build and maintain much of the settlement. Many new trades before they left, and those that did not doubtless learned that they might earn their keep. If they were to return home and aid us in the reconstruction effort, it would be a tremendous boon. Would you be willing to speak with them on our behalf? Ah, Archon, taking an interest in the Shazenkai. Well, this seems as good a time as any to discuss the matter. Grateful beyond measure to you and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn for welcoming Yugri and my people in their hour of need. As the beneficiaries of this kindness, they have made every effort to repay you and the people of Revenant's toll. Nevertheless, we here bear a responsibility as well. Kozakura, if you would be so kind. Yes, my lord. We'll send them a considerable gift as a gesture of gratitude and goodwill. However, I'd like that missive to be delivered to the Adventurers Guild representative in advance. If you to personally hand it to the men, I would be honored. Excellent. I knew I could count on you, my friend. Pardon my interruption, Kozakura. Look forward to seeing your progress. Oh dear. Hope you don't disappoint him. Anyway, I'll not keep you. Thank you again for the assistance and safe travels. Can I use this? Because I feel like it's the type of thing I should use. Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, there's a summoning bell here. I should see about doing something. Let's bring you out. I have not done anything with that in ages. Just withdraw items and trust duplicates. I love that button so much. Okay, you've got an assigned venture. Let's check with you. Ah, you're the one who has all of that. Okay, you guys are in process. Tien. My posture is terrible. What do you want from me? There you are, Archon. So, first thing first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an Etherite now, courtesy of the Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior of Light seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. But, on to the matter at hand. The ambassadors and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alfredo and Alice will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. Very well. It promises to be a dull affair, to be sure, but you've survived far worse. When you're ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kian Khan. The guardsmen will see you in. Get in, loser. No, wait, I get in. I had that messed up. Ah, I see they brought the very, very timid wolf to look imposing as well.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You should be surprised. It's a mistake, I know
You'll
it.
forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Dorma's sovereignty.
Oh, you getting called out?
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Dorma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
Mm-hmm. Press X to doubt.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory.
That's one way of describing rampant colonialism, but carry on.
While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgians' practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
This seems like a bad trade.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
We should do away with the behavior that causes the summoning of icons. That's a take. Not a terrible one.
I can but apologize.
You don't look like you've ever sincerely apologized in your life.
To eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear.
And yet, this is the first I remember hearing of you.
Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, Theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
Mic drop.
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
The real reason we're here.
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict.
Anyone in particular you got in mind? Say your stepsister?
Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Naturally.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Take longer than you think you need.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. Still don't know quite to make of it all. But on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. Question is, can they be trusted? No. To gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions? As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. And that sentence alone shows what they had to gain by divulging their internal divisions. One, you don't know that those internal divisions exist. Your only support for it is the guy who's trying to get you to view him more favorably by divulging them. And two, you're falling for the bait. Not the ambassador's mention of Yotsuyu left me ill at ease. Made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. What's the matter, Mel? Think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps. I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yotsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she's not Garlean. Or even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Can you afford 15 plushies, Mel? Don't you just want all the plushies? Just turn your entire house into a plushie-lined room and Finn can knock anything over because it'll just fall in a plushie and it'll be fine. Brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she might not yield any worthwhile intelligence. Nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. You sure it's a blueberry and not Violet Beauregard? Alfino, you're well acquainted with the Empire's methods. Who would have your thoughts on this matter? My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the Ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Though it seems I have little choice but to accept regardless. So many of our brothers and sisters languishing in Imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the Kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? Fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Archon. Let's leave Alpino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alfino Alize company. You're safe enough for now. Let me out of these peace negotiations.